This session, The Reflection of Holiness, offers a contemplative guide to the mechanics of atonement. Drawing on Chapter 14, Section 10 of A Course in Miracles, we will examine how the mind can shift from guilt and separation to a stable awareness of holiness, and how this shift transforms our experience of the world. Here we contrast the illusion of becoming with the truth of being. The ego claims we must struggle to turn a sinful mind into a pure one. Atonement teaches something different. You were created holy. The process does not manufacture holiness. It simply exposes unholiness as false and restores awareness of what you already are. This diagram traces how the illusion of time arose. First came the decision to be different from our original state. Then time and the past were interposed as a barrier between eternity and the present. Finally, we clung to a remembered past that never truly existed, denying the changeless reality that has always been. Eternity is depicted as a vast, unbroken circle, constant, changeless, and encompassing every illusion. Within it sits a tiny knot, symbolizing time. Time is only a temporary fixation of the separated mind. It appears significant from within, yet it has no real power to alter or threaten the eternal reality that contains it. The two realities matrix contrasts God's creation with the ego's making. On one side, we see holiness, timelessness, extension, and reality, states that are pure, unified, and changeless. On the other, unholiness, time, denial, and illusion. This framework helps us identify, in any moment, whether we are aligned with truth or with error. The Holy Spirit stands between illusion and truth. Ego error enters the prism, but it is not negotiated with. It is exposed to the light of God. The Holy Spirit's sole function is to bring illusion and truth together so that error can be undone. In practice, this means every mistaken thought is quietly reinterpreted in the light of love. The vanishing point illustrates how illusions disappear. As a dark form approaches the light, it intersects but is not attacked. It simply fades and is replaced by the undisturbed radiance beneath it. Spiritually, when false beliefs are brought to awareness in the presence of truth, they vanish because they never had real substance. Here we see two rings, one gray and crumbling, one golden and intact. Reality is one and changeless. Contradiction cannot endure once its impossibility is recognized. The mechanism of undoing is built into reality itself. When truth is allowed to shine, the contradictory system of the ego disintegrates, revealing what has always been real. This slide presents the mind as a mirror. The reflections we accept in time either draw eternity nearer or seem to push it away. On Earth, the mind does not create reality. It selects which reality to reflect, ego or spirit. Our task is to become deliberate about what we allow this inner mirror to hold and project. Here, the mind receives constant stimuli from the external world. We cannot control those inputs, but we do control the filter. Through the ego, we interpret events as guilt, past, time, and separation. Through the Holy Spirit, we experience holiness, peace, timelessness, and unity. The chosen filter determines the quality of every reflection. The mechanics of remembrance link heaven and the mind in time. In heaven, truth is absolute. In time, it can only be reflected. When we choose the Holy Spirit's filter, we mirror heaven's peace on earth. This reflection acts as a beacon, collapsing the hold of guilt and gently drawing the mind back into full remembrance of eternity. This comparison clarifies our role. In heaven, reality is directly shared. No mirror is needed because there is no separation. On earth, reality appears only as reflection. By faithfully sharing that reflection, through forgiveness and unified perception, its truth becomes the only perception we are willing to accept as the Son of God. We conclude with the call to reflect the peace of heaven here, and thus lift the world toward heaven. As truth is reflected, it attracts every mind back to itself. Entering that light, we leave all lesser reflections behind. Ultimately, nothing short of our true reality can satisfy us, individually or collectively.